Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and Merry Christmas to you all. Nearly, it's Christmas Eve. We'll get there eventually. I'll be spending Christmas Day opening presents and standing under the mistletoe alone. But, you know, it's basically Christmas now, so I wish you all, whatever background, culture, creed you're from, a very Merry Christmas and a very nice time. So, what has Ponos given us for Christmas? Well as a rare cat ticket this morning, this stage, King Wahwah. There's a cat that you can get from it. It's called Glass Cat. And apparently, it's very good. Although I don't know much more than that, because people seem to think that I need to be informed on stage details, I read on Twitter, and I'd like to clear that up briefly for you. No, I don't. I'm not a guide maker. I go into this as blind as people would just opening the game and going into the level. That's what gives the surprise factor, and then eventually maybe being able to do the level. That's hopefully where the actual interest of the video comes in, because even if I know a lot about the stage, I'd probably lose it anyway. In any case, as you may be able to see, it says unit restrictions. This is very exciting, I tell you, because I don't think this has really happened yet, or maybe it has in 1 or 2 levels in Cats of the Cosmos. It is basic and uber, which is to the guide makers. You've only got your basic cats, but actually I think they've responded quite well and have done it with just basic cats anyway. But I have Ubers, and as the saying goes, why no Uber when you can Uber? So here it is, King Wahwah's Revenge. Now this is a deadly level, but that tells us nothing. Of course, we have deadly levels like Facing Danger, which isn't all that difficult if you actually know what you're doing, which I didn't the first time I did it. But anyway, quite easy. Then you have deadly levels like how No Plan A was before we got Gift of Cats. You know, sort of that kind of difficult. So it could mean a lot of different things. So I have no idea what to expect, other than probably failure. It's so heartwarming to see that it's a no continue stage. I do love a no continue stage, and it's a chance to pick up Glass Cat. So I assume this one is going to be on the plains of, in fact, No Plan A, Debut of the Dead, Queen Bee, the things like that, the deadly stage to get a useful cat. Let's have a look at this then. King Wahwah's Revenge. N-1 Grand Prix, deadly. And we're in the Tower of Evil. I think this was in the sort of, the Prince of Darkness subchapter, was it? You had a sort of building like this, very atmospheric and exciting. And there are conditions, of course, normal and uber rare. And do not ye worry, people. I have put together this monstrosity. It's a mixture of some basic cats and some uber rare cats. Now, I don't know what's really in the level, other than Lucas saying Shadow Gal. Got him there. I've got Meg Aphrodite, who's sort of good as well. Then I have 2 Ubers who are sort of nice and quite small recharge times for an Uber. Then I have Jizo, who's a spammable Uber, does a decent amount of damage. King Dragon, she can't go wrong with a King Dragon. Island, because, well, I don't know. Macho Legs, because, I don't know, that's good as well. And, of course, the only two meat shields that we can really have with these restrictions. So, I'm going to use this as a side to go, as always, because I've never played this level before, and it'll be interesting to see how we go. So, attack, and into the battle we go. We've already got the O Fortuna, and look at that! It's King Wahwah, isn't it? Whacking the, whatever they are, like dog things. So we've got Dark Doge, an excellent opportunity to use Jizo. Watch the damage. The Dark Doge is not dead, okay. The Dark Doge is dead, there you go. Nice injection of monies there. Maybe I could have used Farmer Cat, that would have given us loads of monies. On that note, so I looked at some comments, and it is true. It's actually quite good on the beginner account for the start of battles, gaining a decent amount of money. So that was King Wahwah's attack that I just spoke through very unprofessionally. Some sort of shards of yellow absolutely destroying us. So I think it might be good time to bring ourselves Shadow Gal. I mean, it looks like it has an incredibly long range, so I very much doubt it's gonna be able to be an outrangey sort of thing with Meg Aphrodite. I feel like, right, okay, Shadow Gal definitely doesn't, but that has a shorter range anyway. This might be a sort of opportunistic shoot when you can sort of thing, because wow, okay. It seems to have a very long range. Well, King Flipping Wahwah. I feel like I'm going to have a great time doing this. This is just going to be bundles of fun. You know, this isn't working so far, but I so far have no ideas as what to do, because, well, Shadow Gal's about to attack, but obviously that's gone out the window, and he's dead. What can I do? What can I am being killed. That's it really, isn't it? I mean, there's nothing much else I can do. I mean, I usually hope by this point of failure that I'd have a good idea of what to change and what to bring, but, you know, I don't know. It's just flipping death. That's it. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I cannot think of anything. I mean, maybe Sarakani might be a good bet, seeing we've got some zombie enemies, and we are astonishingly already dead. That did not take very long at all. 97% boss HP. Of course it is. Right, okay. Time for some changes.
Whoosh!
Right, these are the changes that I've made. I still expect to fail. So what I've got is the flying cat. The reason I got the flying cat is because for some reason these ones are very good against zombies. I don't know if it's like the sort of knockback factor they seem to have. Might be that, but they're quite good anyway. We also have Sarukani for the zombies. I've kept King Dragon Cat, and I've also put in Jamira Cat, because that's strong. Hopefully maybe it can get to Wahwah without being flipping killed by this rain of misery and terror. I have kept Peach Devils, because, well, frankly I haven't used them yet, and they're fast, so hopefully they can actually get a shot in. And I feel like, you know, maybe Shadow Gal can be useful if I can actually get it to attack Wahwah, which I think is going to be the greatest difficulty. I've, of course, kept Jizo for the Dark Doges and stuff like that. Kept Macho Leg Cat for the Shibalians, and then the same meat shields as well. I'm not expecting it to go any better, really. I just feel like it's going to be as much of a miserable shed show as it was last time. What kind of name is N-1 Grand Prix anyway? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, maybe I'm just missing some obvious meaning, but I don't get it. Maybe it's a dog thing. Who knows? Probably you do. I don't know how to approach this, to be honest. Maybe not Shadow Gao immediately. Maybe I should do Shadow Gao immediately. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like this really is a losing battle that I'm going to be fighting. My Jamira is my least plussed basic cat of all. Although it's, I guess, decently plussed in the scheme of things. But it's just really sad. I can't think what I'm supposed to do to be able to beat this. I have a sort of impending doom of this flipping dog monster killing anything I put out. And it's just getting closer and closer. It's really sad. Now I remember how I felt in, you know, Debut of the Dead and stuff like that. Just absolutely hopeless with no sense of what to do at all. It is just really sad. I can't add anything else to that statement because that's all it is. I cannot think of anything else to do. I can kill a few of these peons as they come towards the base, but then my base itself is still being destroyed. It's not helping. Nothing helps. It's just a hopeless charade of misery. Right, we've knocked it back. I think my sad talk has pushed the dog into its own sort of depression and it's regressed. That's good. So we've knocked it back once, so I assume we've done better than before. And of course, we immediately lose to the Zangru. Yeah, that's the one. I love life. Right, Super Galaxy Cosmo this time, because why not? I'm going to start this out much more quickly so that we start fighting away from the base, and then if I save up for Super Galaxy Cosmo, hopefully I can have that in the background, destroying things, and it not get killed itself. What do I... Did that Jizo just get one-shotted? Stop! What do I think the chances of that are? Very minimal. I think it's going to end up horribly, and I'm going to lose as of, like, pretty much any other time I've ever tried to do anything ever. In fact, all my monies are being directed into destroying peons. I do not even have the resources to get Super Galaxy Cosmo, and the thing is incredibly close. Right, Super Galaxy Cosmo away, and it does not outrange Chihuahua. Oh, heavens above, this is one of the most miserable experiences I have ever had. This is hopeless and miserable. It is just really drains any form of smile out of me. I mean, I had none anyway. I'm just miserable all the time. But this is a new level of depressing. Just sitting here while getting killed over and over again, and there is nothing I can do about it at all. It is just horrendous. I hate it so very, very much. And you know what's worse than that? The fact that normally I just, you know, give up at this point and be like, alright, fine, I'll try it at some other point. But, you know, all that's going to happen is I'm going to get a comment section full of, Regit, it's so bad, it's so simple. Christmas spirit to you. Screw you. You know, I might almost be glad that there's a return of a properly difficult deadly stage that I can't do. It means there's time to be spent working on it and then the joy of defeating it. But all I can see coming to the fore here is the Cuphead effect. The community don't give us stuff that I find it difficult, they just ridicule me and make it even more miserable. You know, making a video about this is probably a really bad decision. It's sapping all the fun out of it. Why am I doing this? Right, this time I brought Rich Cat and Sniper Cat. Maybe Sniper might have the effect of keeping flipping Waaaah away from my base where it always seems to flipping well be. And Rich Cat because, well, I never really had the resources to get to full before. Hopefully I can get stuff earlier. Obviously I've got rid of Super Galaxy Cosmo because it gets outranged. I still have Shadow Gal. Maybe that will help. It probably won't because I'll never get the opportunity to use it properly. And that's it really. What else can I do? Nothing, to be honest. But there you go. I'm going to put out Shadow Gal and see what happens. Shadow Gal has good area of effect attack. That's fine. But it, like everything else, gets outranged by Wahwah. I mean, I guess this was an obvious decision in the restrictions to stop you from using something like Hacker Cat, which I probably reckon would be the only thing that would outrange this. All we got now is being kills. The series link it, everyone, because there's many episodes yet to come. And Shadow Gal is already dead. It succeeded in freezing Waaaah for a short amount of time once. And that's it. That's all that happened. And you know what? Sniper Cat isn't even going to be useful because it will hit the peons that are in front of Waaaah. This is just a pointless, miserable exercise, and I hate it so much. It's even more depressing because usually in a level like this you'd have a wider range of cats that you could use, and I'd be like, oh, well maybe I'm just on the wrong track, but there's only a few cats that can be used. This can be beaten with just basic cats, yet I'm still losing. And the flipping Zangru, completely, inescapably difficult to kill. It's utterly pointless and miserable, and I hate it. What a horrible Christmas gift. Well, you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. I hope you enjoyed, because I didn't.